こんにちは、ムディターのさくらです。芸術が人をつなげるをテーマに行っているオンラインゲストインタビュー企画。今回のインタビューはオーストリアを拠点に作曲家活動をしているイバナ・ラドバノビッチさんです。来年度を予定しているムディタワークショップのゲストアーティストの一人でもあります。作曲方法や演奏家との関係性など、彼女の作曲家としての日々に迫ってみました。彼女のシェルターという作品の裏話についてもたっぷり語ってくれました。このインタビューを踏まえてその作品を見てみると本当に面白かったので、ぜひこの動画を見た後は動画下のリンクから彼女の作品へのリンクに飛んで、ぜひ一度作品をご覧になってみてください。彼女の作品への愛がたっぷり詰まったインタビュー、どうぞお楽しみください。
Ivana and I know each other for quite some time. Can you please introduce yourself and give us a bit of your background?
Yes, hello to everyone. Greetings from my little home studio, just to show you. Composer in quarantine is the same as composer in no quarantine. My name is Ivana Radovanovic. I come from Serbia. I was born there and raised. I came to Austria when I was 16 years old, and 1 year after that I started to study composition in Innsbruck.
So can you please describe how do you actually write a piece? How does it look like to compose a piece?
Actually really complicated process that goes so deep underneath everything that you can see. It is only when the piece is done, all you can see is this top of the iceberg, but everything else is down there, and it was cooking a long time before the idea to compose that piece even came. So for me, it is actually, there are two ways that I write my pieces. So the first one would be when the instrumentarium is already given. Then I would sit, I would imagine sound, the possibilities of the instruments, sweat and tears, It's not easy to, this blank paper screams on you. Sometimes you have an idea immediately, sometimes you don't. And for me, it is very important that every piece of mine has some specific message or emotion. And then I start to think, okay, which emotion, or do I have some opinion that I want to express about some happening or that happens in the world, or something personal. The second, that does not happen that often, second way of composing actually, but it's really blessing, One day I was sitting in a train, hearing this song from Charlie Puth, you just want attention, you don't want my heart. And in the background was this like some sound I don't even remember. And this one sound was everything that triggered and at that one moment I had the whole vision of the whole piece. So this piece, this is the second way how you compose. I had like the whole piece in 1 second, the complete piece in my head. It was like just there, just from this small that triggered something that was already behind in my back.
What was the most memorable piece or pieces that you've written?
Every piece that I wrote is like my child. It's my little baby, And when I hear it for the first time, it's like you just think like it's the same feeling as you would see your baby make the first steps. One of my more complex one would be Shelter. This is my last composition. You heard it also, you were there.
This is my favorite composition of yours.
It is so personal, it is about the child who was in Serbia when Serbia was bombarded in 1999. I was 5 years old and we were hiding in this basement, for 3 months. And I took just this moment from the basement with all the people, and I wanted to share with the audience. How does it look like? How does it feel like? How does it sound? and this piece is for 3 dancers, electronics, also lights, and live musicians. Actually, this was the most difficult piece to write because I had to revisit some memories, because after the bombarding of Serbia was finished, in my family and also in my colleagues in my generation, friends, I think it's the same way with them. We never discussed that with our families, like what we have been through.
Left it.
It's taboo, yeah. It's done. Just forget it. Move on. Just move forward. Repress all the emotions. Forget. You are angry about the politics. Everybody has this like blah blah. They're guilty. No. The other ones are guilty. Who did it? Who's guilty? But we never thought like what was done to us. How we felt in those times, because everybody just wanted to move on and forget about it. And it was like, I had to do a lot of research for this piece and to see all these documentary movies, pictures, read a lot about it. And I got the feeling that all the people that were my age at that time, we all have been through the same thing, and also the audience, our colleagues from Serbia that were there at the concert, they felt it, after the piece ended, after the concert, they came to me and said, wow, like they were so speechless. They said, I relived like every moment. It was so like truthful, but surrealistic. All those emotions, to see them on the stage, because it is outside of you. And actually that was my goal with this composition, to take all of my feelings from that time and to put them on the stage.
What I think is very important for the listeners that will listen to this online, you will not get the same feeling as us who sat in the public. Why? Because the atmosphere is this what takes you. The music is very important, of course, but Ivana succeeded to make the atmosphere, the music, the movement, the lights, one thing. And this is why I'm a big fan of yours, and I thank you for this piece, especially for this piece. And I do think this is one of your best works, and I cannot wait to see other works as well.
I would just like to go back to the process of composing. This is what the most important thing that I forgot now, because it is a recent thing that I discovered about composing, in the years behind, composer is the person who sits like alone in front of the paper and writes music. But this is so important. In the last 2 years, I'm working with the people really close. Like for this piece, Shelter, I worked with my friend Nico, who is a actor. He helped me a lot. Like we worked so close. Also, I like to work closely to the dancers or with the performers together if I have the chance and time, because this input that I get, like it makes the piece more complete, more round. For example, especially for this piece, he would say to me, wow, this is tension. Now we need to work on this dramatical part. It needs more, or it needs less, or you have to leave the time to develop the movement, or now you have a lot of lights that is going on, or a lot of visual that can take away from the hearing. We also have to have in mind that the visual part will be most dominant one. So, but you have 4 parts that you have to get in balance, so you can make one piece that is so like whole and complete. And I'm most thankful for the people that work together with me. Also I wrote a piece for Katarina. And actually that is what we did also. Like we worked together. You came to me and said, okay, I would like something that is have those feelings like that, and we try to combine those things. And I'm really open for the new ideas and the people who come to me and say, I have this idea, can we maybe put it in the music and work together on it? And then when we had the concert, actually we finished the piece, we had a concert, I felt it like it's not only my piece, it's like from the 2 of us. I really like, this is the most important also thing for me in the last few years that I discovered, is to work closely with other people in teams. So
Okay, so what is the most rewarding experience or moment with music and human for you?
Music is powerful tool. It is something that it can influence you a lot. Like it can really influence your life, because even you the first time you have the first kiss, you heard some song at the same time, and every time that song you will think of that first kiss, and you are like back like that, same as the smell. It is even more stronger than a feeling of touch. You can touch the table, but it is cold or warm. There is that much of spectrum and no more. But with the music, it is really unlimited what you can do with it.
Why do you think learning art is important for young people and their lives?
It is really important. I see art, as a tool. It doesn't matter if it's painting, speaking, writing music, playing. For me, all those stuff are, let's say, art. But there are tools to express yourself, to express your inner thoughts, your inner feelings. It is some kind of outlet, for your soul.
Do you think that learning music changed the way you communicate with others?
It unites us and it brings us closer to the yes, you don't have to communicate with words. You just have to have the people in the house play one song and you will all know what you think. You will all kind of get a feeling what the other is feeling. So it is like closer, more stronger communication than words. But I would say composer without performer is like nothing, because the performer is the one who gives a soul or life to the piece. That's why we like to work together.
And we will continue working together, I hope, for a long time.
And I hope that we can show our togetherness in Japan next year.
We will, for sure. I hope we can see each other sooner, and we can. So thank you very, very, very much for this nice conversation, and I hope you will continue to work with Mudita, because we are very glad to have you in our team. And to all the viewers, somewhere will be the link of the website or the videos from Ivana.
Yes, so thank you so much. It was so nice.
For us too. Ciao, bye.
Bye.